This video is for those who are collecting on Social Security or considering when they want to maximize their Social Security benefit, because there's a potential historic event with regards to Social Security and its cost of living increase upcoming, and I want to keep you abreast of it. But before we get there, subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications bell. I have over 30 years of experience in this space, and I want to share what I know and what I see with you. My role with my clients is really at some level to help them sort through all the information that they see, all the headlines that are out there, and to tell them what's sort of real, what's pertinent, and how it could potentially impact them. One of those headlines is in regards to inflation and how high it is. And a lot of the news is talking about what a negative headline this is. However, for those of my clients who are Social Security recipients, it's actually good news. It could have a significant impact for those who are already receiving Social Security starting next year. And for those who are considering when to take it, sort of adds a little bit of a wrinkle to the 567 different claiming strategies that are out there. So let me get started. Let me address, first of all, those folks who have yet to take the Social Security. And let me share with you a study very quickly. So in June of 2019, United Income came out with a study that indicated Americans lose trillions claiming Social Security at the wrong time. They claim that the 96% of retirees choose the wrong year to tap Social Security, and that most people are better off waiting until 70 to claim, yet 43% of adults actually are better off claiming before 70. The big takeaway from the study: by claiming at the right time, more than half of retirees would see their income in their 70s and 80s rise by more than 25%. So if you've yet to claim Social Security and a little bit confused, in my new book, Don't Outlive Your Money in Retirement, we have a second chapter. If you go to my banner, click on free chapter. It's all about Social Security, and I answer many of the questions that you may have to try to give you some clarity with regards to which claiming strategy will help you to maximize your Social Security income for your household. So let me take you to this chart to give you a little perspective about what I'm talking about. What this shows is the COLA, or cost of living adjustment, increases from 1975 through 2020. The most recent history, 2008 or 1990, we have to go that far back, you see increases of 5% or above. But the balance of them, and for the most part, the last 10, 12 years or so, have been in the zeros, ones, and twos. So there hasn't been much of an increase because the inflationary numbers have been relatively low. So what the Social Security Administration gauges how much of an increase it will have is on what they call the CPI-W. Let's go to my screen for just a moment. As you can see in the screen, and it's the third quarter's numbers that they're looking for with the CPI-W. As you see in July and in August, 2021 versus 2020, there's approximately a 5.8 to 5.9 increase year over year in this CPI-W, which relates to, if September holds the same number, we can get a 5.9% increase in the cost of living adjustment starting in 2022. Now, there's certainly no guarantees here, and we have to wait for the September numbers to come out before we see them in October, but let me give you a little bit of a range here. Let's assume, for instance, that the inflation we've been seeing over the past several months and showed up in July and August doesn't show up at all in September, and that there's a 0% increase in September. If they put the three numbers together, July, August, and September, then the COLA increase for 2022 will be approximately 3.9%. If, on the other hand, it gets even higher, and let's assume there's a 10% increase in September year over year, then the cost of living adjustment would be 7.3 for next year. But based on history, and that's all we can go on, and certainly no guarantees, it looks like the trend is probably that September will come in similar to July and August, which could mean that you could get as much as a 5.9% increase next year. Stay tuned. I will give you the real numbers when they come out, which is why it's important to subscribe.